Hola, Blaine.
Hola Jesse, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien. Did you have a good holiday?
Ya,
Take some time off?
nuestros hijos vinieron.
Uh, no tengo hijos en mi casa.
Oh,
Um, Mi esposo y yo fuimos a la casa de nuestras amigas.
oh, qué bueno. ¿Cerca de tu casa?
Sí, sí, solo 4 miles. How do you say miles? Miles?
Yes.
Millas, 4 millas.
Yeah, it's a double L in Spanish instead of a single L.
Yeah, millas.
Millas.
Um, mi amiga, um, su esposo muerto dos años pasado.
Sí.
Um, y
Murió.
murió.
Muertos dead.
Okay,
Murió's died.
okay,
Usually they say se murió.
okay. Él
But you can say either one.
se murió 2 años pasado. Y su hermana estaba visitando con ella, pero
Ah.
su hermana no habla inglés, solo
Oh.
español. So,
Oh. Entonces, ¿tú hablaste español con ella?
sí, un poco, pero su voz es muy bajo, muy suave.
Sí.
Es muy difícil para a mí es muy difícil para entender.
Oh,
Is that right?
sí.
Am I saying that right?
Sí, no, sí. Tú necesitas controlar la conversación.
Sí, sí.
Si tú controlas la conversación, entonces tú entiendes las palabras y
Sí,
puedes hablar con ella.
sí.
Es
It's
lo más importante.
I don't know how to say she's quiet. I'm thinking in every language except
Quieta. You can say quieta or
yeah,
tímida. Tímida, sí.
tímida. Oh, muy tímida.
Sí.
Pero,
Y ella es de México.
vive en California. Uh,
Sí, vive en California, pero ¿es de México o
sí,
es de California?
es de México. Es
Oh,
de México. She's from
sí,
Mexico.
qué bueno. Sí, muy bien. Ok, Corley, ¿quieres leer el cuento hoy de Mildred?
Es
Yes.
muy corto, muy corto.
Okay. I am Mildred. I had. Is that right?
Yeah, no, the A is I have, the tenido is had. So you're saying I have, all of this is have now. So I have
Okay.
had,
I have had many experiences in my life. I have played a lot of fish volleyball and or
yeah, aunque, have you guys had that, Jesse, before? Aunque,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I just forgot
even
it.
though,
What is it?
even though.
Oh, even though.
I put it in there just because it's a good word to know.
Even though they have rules, unjust or unfair. Um, I have played much or a lot of whale volleyball, even though the whales are very slow and have and and I always win, and I have
Yeah,
won.
good. You got it.
I have
I have always won.
yeah. Okay. Even
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
good.
even
Aunque is even though. Aun is even. I've even.
I have even played shark volleyball, even though the sharks always eat the balls. It's very I have estado. What is that? I have been. I have
Good job.
I have
Good.
been okay. I have been thinking. I
Good
decide
job.
to do something different. I go to talk with my
Past
mother.
tense. Make it past tense.
Oh, I went to talk with my mother. I explained to her. I explained my situation to her. She said that
No. Dije, dijo she, dije is I.
oh, so I said to her
Yeah.
that I am bored and I don't want to play more volleyball against the whales. Sometimes, or no, tampoco. Too many.
También is also, tampoco is the negative of also.
Oh, never, never.
Yeah, never or neither. Yeah.
I never want to play against the fish because because they have rules unjust or unfair. I am thinking to play something different. I want to play with
Hacer.
my
What's the word hacer?
to have or
To do. To do,
yeah.
it's do or make.
Okay, where was it? I was thinking, okay, I want
Pensando
to
en
play,
hacer algo
or
diferente.
oh yeah, there it is. I'm thinking to do I'm thinking about doing something different. Um I want to play for my team of volleyball in my school. They have rules, fair. They have fair rules. I believe that I go to have an opportunity to play with rules, just with fair rules. What should I do?
Good job, Corley. Good job. Love it.
Yeah.
The word pensando,
I
like
have a question,
yeah,
Glenn.
estoy pensando can be thinking, and it can in English we can say I'm planning. You know, estoy pensando and I say I'm planning to do something. So it's really close to the same idea, but slightly different. If you're planning to do it, I'm thinking about it. Planning it kind of gives it more like, well, this is I'm gonna do this, you know. Where
Yeah.
pensando, you're deciding whether to do it, planning to do it. Well, I made the decision, but it's the same word for both. Estoy pensando en hacerlo. I'm thinking about doing it, or I'm planning on doing it. Just slightly different thing there. So good job. All right.
I've got a question, Blaine.
Yes.
On the sentence that said, fui para hablar con mi mamá, I was trying to practice the sentences without looking, and I came up with fui a, let's see, I went to, fui a hablar a mi mamá. Is that wrong? Because I always think of when you're going and coming, you always have that ah thing in there. So I went fui a hablar.
Yeah, the para just changes ideas slightly. It's like
in order
I
to.
went with the intent
Okay.
to talk to my mom.
But we
But
don't have to
fui a
use the
hablar, I went to talk. I just this is slightly different meaning, but I mean, you could use either one, you know.
okay. But
They don't change the meaning, just slightly different intent on that.
okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was curious about. And pensando is always or pensar is always pensar on, because you're thinking of or about.
Yeah.
Or,
Estoy pensando en hacerlo. Yeah, in doing it. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All
those are
right.
all the things. Okay.
There's Vivian. Hola, Vivian.
Hola, buenos días.
Bien, llegó. Qué bueno. Ok, es una situación muy interesante porque ¿qué está pasando ahora con Mildred?
Mildred Mildred quiere jugar voleibol con los amigos en su escuela.
Sí, quiere jugar con probablemente amigas, quiere jugar
Amigas.
con las amigas de su escuela y no quiere jugar más con los peces porque los peces tienen reglas injustas. Los
Sí.
peces siempre ganan y no quiere jugar con las ballenas, aunque las ballenas pierden, siempre pierden. Pero Mildred está aburrida con siempre ganar y con siempre perder. Es una situación terrible para Mildred. Así
Muy
que
aburrida.
ahora está pensando en hacer. What's hacer, Carly? That was your word you
You?
do, yeah. So it's used so much in Spanish. Mildred está, so if there's any word you can remember, try and remember that one. Mildred estaba pensando en hacer algo diferente. ¿Por qué?
¿Por qué no le gustan los equipos ballenas y tiburones y peces?
Sí. Y jugar contra los tiburones causa otros problemas, ¿correcto? Un problema muy grande. ¿Cuál es el problema más grande de jugar contra los tiburones?
Los tiburones siempre comen las pelotas.
Correcto. Así que para jugar contra los tiburones requiere muchas pelotas. Can you hear that word? Requiere.
Require.
Requires. Ya requiere muchas pelotas. Y pobre Mildred no tiene muchas pelotas. Así que no puede jugar contra los tiburones. Y no quiere jugar contra las ballenas. ¿Por qué?
Porque son muy lentes y ella
Muy lentas.
siempre gana.
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 Correcto. Siempre gana, sí. Y ella está aburrida de ganar. Siempre gana, siempre gana, siempre gana. Y hay otra cosa que no quiere jugar más contra los peces. ¿Por qué?
Reglas injustas.
Reglas injustas, correcto. Y también hay otro problema con los peces. Los peces son muy rápidos. Y
Y
Mildred siempre, muchos peces, sí. No es justo. 25
No.
peces en un equipo. Eso no es justo. ¿Qué puede hacer Mildred?
Sí.
Yo
Tienes.
creo que, oh, sorry.
You go ahead, Courtney.
Okay. Yo creo que ella necesita jugar con un equipo de chicas a su escuela.
Buena idea. Buena idea, sí. Porque si ella juega con un equipo de chicas, las chicas de la escuela tienen reglas justas.
Sí.
Es muy interesante.
Y también ahora está invierno, es muy frío en el océano.
Sí, pero en Key West no hace frío.
No.
Eh,
Es,
creo
es,
que es frío.
es su
Key West es una isla tropical.
es
Es
el oh, sorry.
parte de Florida que tiene un clima tropical. Nunca hace frío. Bueno, es posible un poco de frío, pero no mucho.
Poco, poco.
Key West está no sé, 2 o 3 horas al sur de Miami.
Sí.
Y es, no, tiene un
Es,
clima muy bueno.
es su equipo de escuela, un equipo de playa voleibol.
No sé. Creo que tienen un equipo de la playa y un equipo de la escuela, de interior. eh, voleibol. Uno se llama voleibol, el otro se llama voleibol de la playa, porque
Sí.
realmente hay dos tipos de voleibol.
Sí.
Y en los Juegos Olímpicos tienen voleibol y tienen voleibol de la playa.
Sí.
Y cuando yo estaba jugando, cuando yo estaba enseñando español en Bakersfield, California, yo fui a ver un equipo de voleibol entre mi escuela y otra escuela en state playoffs.
Mm.
Y en la otra escuela tenía una chica, Carrie Walsh se llamaba, y ella después llegó a ser muy famosa porque ella jugaba voleibol de la playa y ganó no sé cuántas medallas de oro. Creo que ganó 3 o 4, no recuerdo, no sé exactamente, pero ganó muchas medallas de oro y era muy famosa. Había dos, Carrie Walsh y tenía una compañera y estaban juntas por varios años, varios olimpiadas, I think, se dice. Así que es una situación muy interesante. Ok, Jessie, tú eres Mildred y describe tu vida, lo que está pasando ahora.
Okay, soy Mildred y me gusta voleibol, pero ahora estoy aburrida porque cuando no, when I play, cuando juego con las peces, tiene 25 peces en su equipo y
¿Es
solo
justo?
no es injusto. Y
Sí.
y las reglas injustos también. En, siempre no he, I haven't won, no. No he ganado. I have not won. Is that right? Siempre,
Tú no
how do I
has
say?
ganado ninguna vez, nunca has ganado contra los peces.
Sí, nunca he ganado contra las peces. Pero con la ballena voleibol siempre siempre gano. Oops, wait a minute, my computer's unplugged. Okay, there we go. Again, contra las ballenas siempre yo siempre gano. I always win. Siempre gano. Pero es muy aburrida para mí. La situación es muy aburrida para mí. Creo que debo jugar con otras personas, como mis amigas en la escuela. Y creo que es importante discutir, no, that's not the right word. You'll have to tell me the right word. To discuss, discutir is to fight, isn't it?
No,
So what's
it can be argue, but you could use it that way. Discutir, or you could just say hablar.
okay, hablar. Pero necesito hablar con mi madre. Le expliqué con mi madre mi
What would you use in the
situación.
future? Could you? I will explain to her.
Oh, le explicaré
Good job,
Uh,
Jesse.
con mi madre, pero mi madre me dijo.
Try that in the future. Will tell me.
Okay. Pero ya, yo sé, mi madre me diré,
It's not decir, it's dirá.
dirá, okay.
The DE drops on that. Me dirá,
Okay.
she will tell me.
Me dirá que es la decisión es mío. I don't know.
Yeah, mía. Because decision,
Mía,
E-I-O-N is
Yeah,
feminine.
decisión.
Yeah.
La decisión es mía. And creo que estoy pensando en jugar voleibol con mis amigas en mi escuela.
Buena idea. Buena idea. Celebración. Muy bien. You're so good. So advanced. Mildred Corley, describe lo que te está pasando en tu vida. I like it when you guys challenge yourself on those tenses, you know. She will, me dirá. She will do, ella hará. That's so there's just a few of them like that. Tendrá will have, dirá will say, hará will do. So I could ask you, ¿qué hará Mildred? En tu opinión,
Mildred.
¿qué hará Mildred?
Me opinion or
Anybody, just anybody. ¿Qué hará Mildred? And then you're up, Corley. Just
What will Mildred do?
Yeah.
Mildred,
what will you do, Mildred?
yeah, but you're going to say what? Well, we're talking about Mildred now. So you could say she will play. How would you say will play?
jugaré.
Jugará.
Jugaré is I will play. So if you are Mildred, you'll say jugaré. What about talking about her?
Oh,
Jugará.
Jugará, yeah, jugará. So if you're going to say, if you are Mildred, you say, decidí que jugaré voleibol con las chicas de la escuela.
I've
you hear that?
decided I'm going to play.
That I will play.
Will play. Yeah, will play.
Yeah. Will is very easy to learn in Spanish. There's just a few of them like tendrá, dirá, sabrá. But most of them hablará, preparará, jugará, perderá. It's really pretty easy to do will. But you don't even have to do will. You could say va a jugar, going to play. You could do it that way. Okay, Carly Mildred, describe lo que está pasando en tu vida ahora.
Okay. Soy Mildred y vivo en Key West y a veces yo jugar. For some reason I can't think right.
I did the same thing, Corley. Juego.
Juego, right, obviously. Okay. Yo
It's
juego,
okay.
juego con los peces a veces, pero los peces siempre ganan.
Yeah, put an N, ganan, because there's more than one.
Ganan, yeah. Ganan. Y las reglas no son justas. Y a veces yo juego con los ballenas y ballena voleibol, pero los ballenas son muy lentes, así que es muy interesante porque yo siempre gano.
Good job. Good job.
Y pero yo estoy pensando, is that right? I am thinking.
Ya estoy pensando.
Estoy pensando, porque um, yo quiero hablar con mi mamá, porque yo quiero jugar con las chicas en la escuela, porque las reglas son muy justas. Um,
¿Las reglas son justas o injustas con las chicas de la escuela?
con las chicas son muy justas.
¿Y qué te dirá tu mamá en tu opinión?
So you say, what will you say to your mom? Or
The
what will your mom
que
say?
is you. What will she tell you?
What will she tell? Ella, um, ella di- dirá, is that right?
Good job. You got it.
Ella
Yeah.
dirá,
How do you
um,
say will tell? Dirás will tell. So how would you say will tell me?
ella me dirá, ella me dirá,
Very good stuff.
yeah. Ella me
Te
dirá
dirá.
que, que yo debo, that I should, yeah, que yo debo, who juego con
You
los
gotta say
chicas.
I should to play.
Yo juego, yo
You could say juego. You could say
jugar,
juego or
jugar,
debo.
yo debo jugar con los chicas.
Correcto, muy bien. ¿Y tú tienes una preferencia, Mildred?
Sí, yo pienso que será, isn't that it will be? Será,
Awesome.
Vale.
Wow.
será bueno con las chicas, así que yo pienso que los chicas, chica voleibol, será mi favorito.
Excelente celebración, muy bien.
Awesome.
Muy
We had to
bien,
play.
Mildred. I know, isn't she good?
Yeah, we had to play Doris Day song "Que Sera Sera" just for
Será,
Coralie.
será, yeah.
For Coralie, because she grabbed that one out of the air. Good job, Coralie.
Thank you. Gracias.
Coralie's from the wrong generation to know that song.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard that? Que será, será, Coralie? See, I told you you're too young. Vivian's probably too young.
No,
Have you
I
heard
know.
Que será, Vivian?
Hey, Sarah, Sarah.
Ra,
Whatever
whatever will
will
be.
I always think. Okay, Vivian, tú eres Mildred. Describe lo que te está pasando.
All right. Soy Mildred. He vivido en Key West muchos años, todos mi vida. Y siempre le gusta jugar voleibol.
Le gusta, she likes to. How do you say I like to?
Me gusta jugar el voleibol. Pero los equipos que
Yeah, that's hard to say, but
yeah, pero los equipos el playa no me gustan porque un equipo es de peces y el equipo de peces no tiene reglas justas. justas. Y el equipo de ballenas, yo siempre gano. Y el equipo de tiburones es ridiculoso y un poco peligroso para mí.
Sí.
Así
Y hay otro
que,
problema con los tiburones porque tú necesitas muchas pelotas
muchas
para jugar
pelotas
contra los tiburones.
y cuando los pelotas son no más.
Sí, tú necesitas
Después,
para jugar contra los tiburones, tú necesitas un mínimo de 9 pelotas. Es
sí,
mucho.
muchas pelotas. Y cuando todos los pelotas son gone,
Cuando no están,
perdido.
yeah, están perdidas. Yeah, that's a good one.
Sí,
They're lost.
tiburones tienen hambre y es un poco peligroso para mí. Así que yeah, quiero hablaré con mi mamá y le le preguntaré
Can you hear
cómo
that, Carly? Le preguntaré. I will ask her.
Yeah.
You can hear the will in it.
cómo
Good job.
debo hacer.
¿Qué debo
Y,
hacer? What should I do?
Ujú. ¿Qué debo
¿Y
hacer?
qué te dirá tu mamá?
Mi mamá me dirá que debería el choose, elegir,
Escoger is choose.
escoger
That's a new word.
mismo.
Oh, mi misma. So they say my same for myself.
Mi misma.
Sí.
What's
Buena
Ellie?
idea.
What's Ellie here? You said escoger, but Ellie here is something similar, isn't it? What does that mean?
Yeah, it's something. Elegir is choose too.
Okay,
Well, what's the one you said?
I just have a
escoger.
escoger,
I don't know that.
but
What's that?
elegir is choose. Puede elegir. Elige uno. Choose one. Yeah, I think they're synonyms.
Okay.
What's that word? I think Vivian said it was like deberá.
Oh, debería.
Debería.
The ia is would. So
Oh.
it's the word should would. We don't even say that in English.
No.
But what Vivian said was perfect Spanish. It sounds so, and it's the idea of I would go. If I had money, I would iría a Mexico, or I would talk Spanish, hablaría español. It's all this idea of would. So would and will are sister tenses. So hablaré is I will talk. Hablaría is I would talk. In that situation, I would talk Spanish.
I meant she said that I should decide. So is that right? Debería is should as well?
Perfect. It's just with
Okay.
that, it's with the tense would, but should. But we don't do tense with should in English.
Okay.
We just do should and there's no time to it.
Well, there's
But in Spanish, they put time, like will should. Deberé hablar contigo. I will should talk with you. But in
Okay.
English, we don't assign time to the word should. We just use it without time. In Spanish, they do time, which is hard for English brains because we don't talk that way. So what you said was perfect Spanish, but it's something that we wouldn't say in English. We just say debo for should in English.
And if I was to say you should, do I put an S on the end of it?
Yeah, tú debes.
No, deberías.
Deberías. Yeah, you should. That says the same thing. But it's just,
Okay.
it's the word would should together. It just adds
It's like-
some that we don't do in English.
It's like in the
So it's
restaurant.
hard for English brains. Yeah.
Okay.
In the restaurant, like you can say quiero agua, or you could say quisiera agua. But both of them mean I want water. But one's more, I think one's more a little bit more polite, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Quisiera.
Quisiera is
like-
what they call past subjunctive.
Oh,
And that's
gosh.
showing something
Never
that
mind. Never mind. We don't want to go into subjunctive. I hate subjunctive.
it's just, yeah, it's, I know. Okay, la mamá respondió, sí, hija, tú puedes jugar voleibol. Yo sé que es una decisión muy buena. Así que es interesante porque tu mamá te dijo que tú puedes jugar voleibol y que también, en su opinión, era una decisión buena. Así que, Jesse Mildred, describe tu reacción, describe primero lo que pasó cuando hablaste con tu mamá y también describe tu reacción.
Let's see. Mamá, estoy muy emocionante porque creo que es una buena idea, pero no estoy seguro si tú piensas es una buena idea. Estoy muy feliz. Gracias.
Sí, qué bueno. Así que tu mamá, ahora tú sabes que tu mamá piensa que es una buena idea. Y estás feliz a causa de lo que dijo tu mamá. Carly Mildred, describe tu situación, describe la conversación con tu mamá y describe también tu reacción con lo que te dijo tu mamá.
Sorry. Un día yo voy a mi mamá y yo dice, yo quiero,
How do you say I say? Dice it's she says.
oh yeah, yo digo, right? Yeah. Yo digo a mi mamá, le digo, is that right?
Le digo, it's good job.
Okay. Y yo le digo, mamá, yo quiero algo diferente y yo quiero jugar con los chicas en mi escuela y mi mamá responde,
That's perfect. How do you do that in past?
me,
Me is better.
yeah,
Responded to me.
me respondió, yeah.
Amazing. Oh, you're amazing. You can do that.
Okay. Sí.
¿Qué te respondió?
Ella respondió, me respondió, sí, sí, tú puedes jugar voleibol con los chicas, y ella piensa que es una idea buena.
¿Cómo reaccionaste?
Sí, y mi what was that word? Reaction. Oh my
You can
God.
say to it, mi reacción, my reaction, or you can say reaccioné con alegría, con felicidad, con emoción.
Y mi reacción es Estoy muy feliz.
You're amazing, Carly. I love you guys. Your Spanish is so advanced. You know, again, you're hesitant, but nobody cares if you're slower. You know, when I was in Brazil, I'm about your level in Portuguese, and I talk. No one cared that I was slow. You know, they responded, and they answered, and I could keep that conversation going. That's where you guys are. You can talk, and you just have to control the conversation. And then you're fluent in Spanish. Where you get in trouble is when they are talking to you. then
Exactly.
you say, oh, because they don't know the words you know, like I do.
How long have you been studying Portuguese?
Oh, I took it about 1.5 years. And I took that test, the Apple test, and I was high. I was really high. But then I went to Brazil for 2 weeks, and I really felt pretty good about what I could do with my Portuguese. It was pretty exciting. Okay, Vivian Mildred, describe la conversación que tuviste con tu mamá y describe tu reacción también. Y después Catarina puede hablar también. Hola, Catarina.
Le preguntó a mi mamá.
Now, preguntó, it's she asked. How do you say I asked? Pregunté, right.
Le pregunté a mi mamá si debería cambiar equipos de voleibol.
Good job, good job.
No, she didn't pregunto. Ella me respondió.
Good job. That's the way Carly got it, by the way.
que ella pensó es una buena idea. Is this right?
Your Spanish is perfect.
Puso feliz. Puso feliz. Is
Yeah,
that
you can
right?
say me puse contenta. I put myself happy. That's how they say
that's
I
right.
became happy.
Me puse contento. Contenta.
Yeah, now me puso contenta. It made me happy. Me puse is I became happy. So either way is
right.
great.
Okay. So me puse contenta or estoy feliz ahora. Demasiado complicado.
So, you know, one thing I learned in my Portuguese class, I did other things. I did internet, I listened to a book, I did things, but this is what taught me fluency. This process that your brain is going through from these different characters and perspective, that's what teaches you how to talk. And when you get in advanced college classes, you have to be able to talk. To be able, otherwise you drop the class. But you guys you're definitely at advanced. You know, Carly's. Are you 13 yet, Carly?
No, I'm 12.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's
Look
awesome.
at the 12-year-old kid that she's at this college level. If she were in this advanced college class right now, she'd be right. She'd be right with all of them. She'd be great. And most of those kids in AP, Carly can speak much better than they can. You know,
Corley, you need to come in the evening class, to the evening class.
Yeah, Taylor's in it. Taylor comes.
Yeah, you should come too.
That would be good for
to
Corley to go to both classes. You just learn more, and your brain just picks it up. Anyway, okay, yo explico Mildred para Catarina porque es muy interesante porque ahora Mildred estaba decidiendo algo muy importante en su vida. Ella había estado jugando. Can you hear all of that now? Carly, could you hear that? Había estado jugando.
She had been playing.
Has decided to play or?
Had been. That estado is your been. Había estado jugando contra los peces. También había estado jugando contra
Las ballenas,
las
ballenas.
ballenas, correcto, obvio. Y también había estado jugando contra los
Tiburones.
tiburones,
Sí,
correcto.
tiburones,
Sí.
sí,
Tenía
tiburones.
problemas con los peces porque ella siempre perdía. Siempre perdía y no estaba contenta porque las reglas no eran justas, eran reglas injustas. Tenía un equipo con 25 peces, eso no es justo, contra Mildred, ridículo. Y también, ella siempre había estado jugando contra las ballenas. ¿Y Mildred estaba contenta con eso o no?
Sí, contra los
No.
ballenas. Oh, no. Oh,
No,
lo siento.
no
No.
estaba contenta. ¿Por qué?
¿Con las ballenas o los tiburones?
No estaba contenta contra las ballenas porque Mildred siempre ganaba. Y ella
no.
estaba aburrida con
Ah,
ganar demasiado. En su
ok.
opinión, dice, "Ah, estoy aburrida con jugar contra las ballenas porque yo siempre gano. Es un problema. Y contra los tiburones había otro problema. Tiburones comían las pelotas. Y ella requería 9 pelotas para jugar un partido de voleibol. Mucho dinero y no quería comprar muchas pelotas para jugar contra los tiburones porque los tiburones siempre comían las pelotas. Era una situación terrible para Mildred. Así que un día decidió hablar con quién.
Tu
Con
madre.
su mamá.
Con su mamá, correcto. Y le dijo, mamá, estoy decidiendo entre seguir jugando con los peces y con las ballenas y con los tiburones, o ahora tiene otra opción. Tiene una opción diferente. Ahora está decidiendo en jugar con las chicas de la escuela. En
Sí.
su opinión, las reglas son injustas. No quiere seguir jugando con reglas injustas. Pero las chicas de la escuela tienen reglas justas. Es justo para ella jugar voleibol con las chicas de la escuela. Así que está decidiendo, habló con su mamá y su mamá le dijo, sí, hija, tú puedes jugar voleibol con las chicas de la escuela, porque ella había estado jugando mucho voleibol, pero había estado jugando voleibol con los peces, con las ballenas y con los tiburones. Así que ahora, y su mamá le dijo, es una decisión muy buena. Y Mildred reaccionó con mucha emoción. Gritó, quiero jugar con las chicas de la escuela. Y ahora ella decidió jugar con las chicas y no va a seguir jugando con los peces, con los tiburones y con las ballenas. Es una situación muy interesante. Ahora, Catarina, tú eres Mildred describe lo que te estaba pasando.
Sí, soy Mildred y a mí me gusta mucho jugar el voleibol con animales, pero cuando yo jugo voleibol con los peces son muy rápidos y entonces ellos ganan cada vez. Yo estoy un poco frustrada cuando los peces ganan cada vez. Um, y cuando hay un equipo de ballenas, y a mí me gusta también jugar con las ballenas. No me gusta jugar con las ballenas porque estoy aburrida cuando juego con las ballenas, eh, porque cada vez ganó el match de voleibol de ballenas. Eh, Hay un otro equipo de tiburones, y cuando yo juego con los tiburones, hay un problema enorme, es que los tiburones comen la pelota y no pueden jugar voleibol sin una pelota. Es un poco ridículo. Entonces, un día yo um, dijo a mi mamá,
Dijo she said,
eh, dije, dije, yo dije a mi mamá, mamá, por favor, yo quiero jugar con las chicas de mi escuela. Las reglas son más justos con las chicas, no son justos con los tiburones y no son justos con los peces y las ballenas. Entonces, pienso que puede ser una idea muy buena jugar con las chicas de mi escuela. Y la mamá le dijo, sí, hija, tú puedes jugar voleibol. Yo sé que es una decisión muy buena. Entonces Mildred estaba
you're
contenta.
Mildred, so you gotta say yo estaba.
Oh, Mildred, estaba muy contento. Sí,
Estabas muy contenta con la
contenta.
decisión de tu mamá.
Sí,
Tú estabas de acuerdo con lo que pensaba tu mamá.
sí.
Celebración, muy bien, excelente.
What is
Ok,
it with the
vamos a
word?
ver.
What is it with the word juego? I screwed
I
up.
know.
Coralie screwed up, and Katarina, for some reason, I kept wanting to say Hugo. We all were saying it before you got here, Katarina. It
Jugo's
was so,
juice.
I know. And I kept thinking, what is? Finally, I remember juego, but for some reason it wasn't coming. So it must be something in the air today.
What it is, it's how strong it is in your brain. It's everything on fluency is how strong, and so that's what I watch for is strength of words in your brain, and over time, that's you hear it, and hearing everybody say those same words, juego, every time, it's tiny bit stronger in your brain. That's how Coralie can correct herself and say me respondió, even though she's guessing. She's there's just something about it just feels right, and you can do something that's people can't do that are taking these classes. I mean, you guys can, but people that study language other way, they aren't able to do that. It's just okay. Mildred está muy contenta y al día siguiente. So what's al día siguiente? Have you guys had that before? Sigue.
Next day.
The
Yeah,
next day.
next day, yeah. The following day, next day, yeah. Al día siguiente, Mildred comienza a jugar voleibol para el equipo de la escuela.
Oh,
Interesante. Sí, celebración para Mildred, porque por fin decidió jugar con las chicas. Ella ella tenía una meta. Meta, M-E-T-A, is goal. Let's see if I can write that.
Go. MBTA.
That'd be a good one to learn since un momento. Okay, text. Okay, Mildred alcanzó su meta.
She achieved her goal.
Yeah, achieved is a good way. Achieved or reach is the same thing, yeah. Mildred alcanzó su meta de jugar voleibol con las chicas de la escuela. Así
Do
que
they use
era
the same? Do they use the same word meta for like a goal
the
in
goal
soccer?
of the
Well, it's
soccer goal,
goal.
the meta. Now they
Yeah.
use the word goal, but they also use meta as the the goal. They do both. When you listen to World Cup, they'll say goal, goal, goal.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
what I've
English
been
goal.
hearing. Okay.
But they do use meta for the goal. Like if you saw it written out on a, they'd write out meta. Goal is the action. You know, oh, we made a goal, but the meta is the that little stand that they're shooting at or something.
Right.
So, but they always say, did they say in French? Did they say goal, Katarina?
Oui.
The word goal.
Yeah. Right. Pareil. And I'm actually in Belgium right now. I'm in Europe as I'm talking to you, and I'm going to France tomorrow. I know. I will miss tonight's class because it will be 2:00 in the morning. I don't think I can be up by then. I will
That's
be
a
up,
bad excuse. I don't know.
but it's a big thing here now, the World Soccer Cup or whatever's going on.
Oh,
So
they go crazy, huh?
And the Belgians lost against the Moroccans, so they had to riot and smash everything up. And, it's crazy here, soccer in Europe. It's crazy. And goal. Yeah, that's a big word. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, the U.S. starts in a half an hour. They play. And I think they have to win. If they tie, they're out.
I think
They're
so.
playing Iran or something. It's a big deal. Yeah,
It's
so so do they have a different word for like the goal post or that thing versus the word of making a goal in French?
I don't even remember. I have to look that up, honestly. I think goal.
Where are you in Belgium?
I'm in Brussels. I'm in Brussels. Wow. I've been here for a week. But I'm here for no, it's not vacation. I'm here for personal. I grew up in Brussels. I'm actually I'm from Belgium, not really Belgian, but I grew up in Brussels. I'm back in my country where I grew up. But I miss America, Blaine. I miss you guys.
What's the other? What's the other language they speak in Northern?
Flemish.
Flemish. That's what I was going to say. Do you speak Flemish then?
I understand it, but I don't. I mean, you do because, like you've said, you grew up in a country, so you're constantly hearing Flemish and you're reading Flemish. But I don't really speak it. I left Belgium 30 years ago, but it is a bilingual country. And half the country speaks Flemish, the other country speaks French, and Belgium is a mix of Flemish and French, and everything is in two languages on every street sign, every restaurant, depends on what part of country you live in. You get the paperwork in Flemish or the tax return in French. I get it in Flemish because I live in the Flemish part.
But the
it's
person on the street would have a hard time. The normal French person and normal Flemish, they'd have a hard time communicating then in the same country?
Yeah, it's not the same language. They're so opposite. One is Germanic and one is Latin, like French. So there are some issues with that. But I would say, in Brussels, most people, no, there's some people who will only speak Flemish, some people who only speak French, and surprisingly, English is strong, but not as strong as we thought. My daughters here were surprised how young kids don't speak English quite as well as in Scandinavia, for instance. The Belgians struggle a little bit with English. They will need TPRS here.
Yeah, no, in like Denmark, and Sweden, they all speak English. Everybody, you can go up.
Perfectly.
Netherlands is English
Absolutely
speaking.
Absolutely.
Next
fluently.
country over is very. I think I read that Netherlands is the most English speaking country in the world that where it's not the native language. I think
Really?
I just read that. Yeah. So
Very
it's,
interesting.
but in France, no one speaks English. you you can go up on the
Yeah,
street,
they
they'll just
struggle a
look
lot
at
with
you're
that.
from another planet if you try and speak English in France.
So,
So,
yeah, sometimes it's true. It's true.
yeah.
And yeah,
I think they know how to speak it, but they don't want to speak it.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like you knowing how to speak Spanish too, you know. Oh, I know how to speak it, but it's still hard.
Right.
What are there totally just French speakers in Canada that don't speak English?
Probably in Quebec, but really
Yeah,
not many.
yeah. Just pockets then of
Maybe an old generation perhaps.
you know.
Right.
So English is more. It's not like Belgium. Those are equal languages in Belgium, aren't they, Katarina?
Pretty much. Yeah, Flemish and French are equal. It's really 50-50. And there's been a lot of issues in this country, political issues because of that, which is so crazy, right? They don't want to, it's tricky. It's a tricky little country here. Small country, 10 million people, maybe a little bit more, very small, like maybe the size of Rhode Island, Charlotte, Belgium. Very small country. But yeah, it's an interesting little country. And
How's the energy situation for the winter there in Belgium? Are they worried about where
yes,
they're
they
not buying
worry.
Russian whatever?
They are.
They're
Yeah,
worried then, huh?
yeah, they are very worried. And the energy price is through the roof. Gasoline is always expensive in Europe. So I had an unfortunate car accident before I came to Europe. So for first time in my life, I did not rent a car this year because I'm a little bit shook up. I don't want to drive right now. So can't tell you the price of the gasoline, but gasoline is always expensive here. But people use a lot more mass transportation. Like we have in Europe, very fast trains. I'm going to Paris tomorrow in an hour. I'll be in Paris from Brussels to Paris in an hour. It's crazy. It is a TGV. It goes 300 kilometers an hour. So your stomach really like, whoa, you feel it's like a joyride, like you're like, whoa. And it's extremely fast, but mass transportation here is maybe a little bit more usual. And people bike a lot. People use the tram, which is like in San Francisco, the one that goes above the ground on rails, which I've been using a lot. It's called a tram, like in San Francisco, and walk and bikes and trains. A little bit more mass transportation, I would say, in Europe. Than people are a little bit less reliant to the car. Now, for the energy for the houses, yeah, it's tricky. But then the nice the nice thing is, because I'm looking at all the houses here because I have trouble with my family, but the maintenance is very low because people use electricity to heat their homes. So when you rent an apartment, you pay for your own heat, which is a little bit different from the United States. So there are some advantages. Like just say you can control your own heat, stuff like that.
I went to England 2 or 3 months ago, and gas was $8 a gallon.
Yeah,
which I thought it'd be more. I was surprised. It's not bad. Anyway,
yeah. Did you rent a car, Blaine? Did you drive around?
I drove to Wales because I'd never been to Wales.
Nice.
Drove to Cardiff, and so I just rented a car for one day and drove back. And it's talk about it. It's so. I mean, I've driven on the left quite a few times, but it's still. I'm never comfortable doing it. It's
crazy.
especially. I don't mind the freeway, but when you get into town, you got to do all those corners and everything, and everything's up. It just not. I don't know. Just makes me uneasy.
Then you get in a roundabout and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, where are you going? Yeah.
Roundabouts are insane.
I couldn't do
No,
No.
me either.
No, I go by foot. I've been walking a lot this week.
So when are you coming back, Katarina? Good, it's good to get around on public transportation too, though. It's kind of fun.
I agree. Well, I'm going tomorrow to Paris, then back to Brussels. Then this weekend I'm flying to Finland because I'm really from Finland. So I'm going to Helsinki, and I'm going to spend a week in Helsinki, continuing this family business that I'm taking care of. And December 12th, I'll be back. So I'm going to do Spanish next week in Helsinki, and then I'll see you back in January. I'll be next.
Good. I was going to tell you, we got 2 more weeks of Spanish, and then we'll have 2 weeks off.
Oh, we'll have 2
for
more weeks of
Christmas.
Spanish. Oh, nice. So I'll see you once
So-
in the United States too.
Oh, yeah, next week and the week after is then we got
Wonderful.
Christmas break. So
Fantastic. So I will miss tonight's advanced and next week's advanced, but the following week I'll be back on track. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's Saint
That's good,
Nicolas, by
very
the
good.
way. It's do you know the celebration of Saint Nicholas? It's on December 6th here in Belgium. It's a big holiday.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the original Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, but the celebration is on December 6th. So I wish you a happy Saint Nicholas.
Thank you. Now, do you speak
December 6th, eat a lot of chocolate.
Finnish?
I speak Swedish, and I speak Finland is also a bilingual country, Blaine. There's a Finnish
You're
and Swedish in
amazing.
Finland. It's a bilingual country. So I grew up speaking Swedish, but I grew up in Brussels. You know, I'm like one of those messed up people who doesn't have
Okay,
any
so how
roots
many
anywhere.
languages do you feel comfortable speaking?
I can manage in 5 languages.
Wow.
But I do think that English is probably has become the language I dream in. Let's just say I've been in the United States for
Yeah.
35 years. My husband's American, so that's a language I dream in. Although my kids will say I make mistakes, but I don't think so. I think my English is decent.
No, your English is perfect. How about your Spanish compared to, where's your Spanish now in those? Is it in the one of the 5?
No. And interestingly enough, my parents have an apartment. My parents are deceased, unfortunately, sadly, but my parents have an apartment in Spain, and I have to deal with this apartment because it's in a situation of an inheritance. So I have to call Spain, and I keep thinking of you, Blaine. I'm like, no
Yeah.
puedo hablar mucho español, solamente un poquito, por favor. Ayuda, por favor. But then they switch to English with me because they're very, call up real estate agencies. They speak English very well in Spain, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, your Spanish is pretty amazing. It's pretty
But
good.
I love this class so much. I love this class so much. I tell you, we were out in town, and my daughter said, "You got to go back to your Spanish class. It's your favorite thing, Mom, to do. It's your favorite thing." So we went over.
How old's your daughter, Katarina?
She's 23. She's 23 years old.
Oh,
She just came back from Taiwan. She's a Chinese learner. She spent a year learning Chinese.
good.
She knows more about TPRS than most kids who are 23 years old. Let me tell you.
Tell her hi for us.
Yes, I will. Blaine says hi. No,
And me.
everybody in my family knows TPRS and Blaine Ray. You're a hero.
All right.
Anyhow,
Okay,
thank
you
you
guys, we'll
so
see you not tonight for Katarina, tonight for Jesse then, and 2 more weeks then after this week for class.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Merci.
Gracias.
Okay, adios. Bye.
Au revoir.
Adios. Nos vemos.